welcome to my YouTube channel. Igama lami uSphelly Xolo. If you are new here, please don't leave without subscribing, like, share, comment, and if you are a returning subscriber, muntu wami nginithanda kakhulu. Guys, I am here to share my own tips on how did I prepare, how did I smash that exam, and how did I pass and get best results. I'm just coming to share my own experience on how did I actually pass my exams. This is the tip that is coming from me. It's not a scientific or research. It's exactly what I did. I'm gonna be sharing my own experience. So let's get straight to this video. Tip number 1, know yourself. When you are listening to this video or watching this video, think about yourself, not about your parents, not about your friends, not about your classmate. Think about yourself. Know yourself, your authentic you. Basically, I would share my experience. My experience on this particular video is basically on how did I do it. Not a scientific or something that I've learned from someone. It's something that I went through, so I'll be sharing from my heart. Number 1, I am an early bird. I'm not a night owl. I'm not a night rider. I am an early bird. What does that mean? It means that my mind works better during the early hours from 1 a.m. up until 2 p.m. If I'm trying to study something new, I actually make sure that I study that new thing or new material in the morning, because that's me. That's my own way. I have discovered that I work better in early mornings. That does not mean that I didn't study in the evening. I also studied in the evening, but maybe in the evening I'll be preparing my notes for the next session, or I'll be revising what I've already done. But if I'm trying to learn something new, I would actually do that in the morning between 1 a.m. up until 12 p.m. That was me. And number 2, I know yourself. I know myself. I know that I am having a condition called compulsive behavior, meaning mine, actually the type of the compulsive behavior that I have, it's around cleaning. If I am in a place that is not organized, it really make me disorientate. I can't perform. My mind is not functional if I am doing that. So I make sure that where I'm going to be studying for that particular exam or test, the space must be as clean and it must be spot on. Because while I'm studying and then I'm looking on the other side and I see something that is sitting that is not supposed to, it's going to disturb my mind and it's also going to disturb my studying. So I actually say to you, if you like me, just make sure that you clean your place. And for me, cleaning is therapy. It's another type of therapy for me. If my room is clean, my mind is working. Like, I don't know, like there's a science behind that, but I don't know, I can't explain it. But if I clean, or after bathing or cleaning, I feel fresh. I feel like I can just do anything possible. So that's exactly what I did. I actually made sure that I clean my space and making sure that all the books, all the notes, everything is ready. I know where to find it. I actually had a friend at the university that said that I can't perform when my room is too clean because I don't know where things are. I know where my things. I'm very organized. I organize my stuff and I put my things where they're supposed to be. I know when I want this, I'll find it there. That was me. Another thing that I'm going to share with you, it's about you preparing. While you are preparing to study or are preparing for your exam, draw your timetable. Remember that your department or your lecturers or your teachers have given you the timetable as to this is the subject that you're going to be writing on this day at this time. So even yourself, prepare your own study schedule or your diary, all the things that you do on a daily basis. I'm not saying that now refrain from seeing your friends, refrain from going to church, or refrain from do your extramurals. Actually, for me, I did everything that I loved doing because I knew that exam can be very frustrating and it can make you lose your mind. So I still kept my things the way they were, but maybe I will reduce the time. If I were to be planning to go and see my friends on a normal day, maybe I will go for an hour. This time it will be 30 minutes because now I'm trying to make my life easier because there's something new that is not normal on my daily basis as far as exam is concerned. So this is what I would do. I will wake up in the morning, study. When I'm tired, I move around, I eat, I do this and that. And I used to play netball, I used to gym, I used to do drama. I still did those, but obviously it was now my time would be limited. It's no longer like I want to stay in a drama practice for like 3 hours or 5 hours as we would normally do during the time when we are now preparing maybe for a performance or something. But because now there is exam, so I had to put everything accordingly all the time. I will plan for the 24 hours a day in terms of I will reduce my sleep time because now on a normal sleeping time it will be 8 hours, but now because there's an exam is coming, so now I have to reduce. So I will reduce. I'll still put everything because those things will help me to be pressured. I will be pressured because I know now, I spent time at the gym, so now I have to go and study. Okay, now I went to drama, and drama I took another 2 hours or 30 minutes or 1 hour. So I knew that now there's that pressure that was pushing me because I'm able to work under pressure. Actually, if I'm not having so much things on my plate, this is where I relax and that's where I'm not productive. So if we are like me, please make sure that don't refrain from the things that you are normally doing, especially the things that you like. Keep on doing them because they're going to refresh your mind. You are going to be going back and say, you know what, I wasted the time, let me actually do more. Right. And then another thing that I will do, don't worry if I'm checking my notes so that I don't have this video long. I'm trying to be organized because I'm an organized person. I'm kidding. So the other thing that is more important is to prepare the meals, the drinks, the snack on time. Don't just be while you are busy studying and then now I feel like I want to eat this, I want to eat this. Have your things organized. I'm organized, guys. I'm already having my snack right now. And when I'm talking about the snacks, I'm talking about the healthy snack. Oh my word, Herbalife, where were you when I was in the university? Probably I was gonna be getting hundreds because now I'm having my energy now, which is something that I'm drinking already as I'm doing this particular video. I am organized, so being organized is also gonna help you to be master your craft. Okay, so basically what I was saying is that prepare your meals, your healthy meals. This phahlo will make you sleep. I am telling you, mtas. This phahlo will make ikota le enama chips nesinkwa. I'm talking to you, Zulu girl. I'm talking to you with a Sotho person who understands what is phahlo. Phahlo is going to make you sleep. So at this point in time, I am encouraging you to eat healthy snack, your fruits, your nuts, your healthy drinks. At that time, I was also indulging on those unhealthy energy drinks. Kosiam, I don't want to tell you what happened to my life with those, but I'm telling you, this one, this one can help you to be alert and can also make your mind, like the concentration level is gonna go high, it's gonna improve, and then it's also gonna help you to focus for longer. That's what I like about this product, but I'm not talking about this product for now. One day, if you want me to talk about it, I will come back and talk about it and what is it that it has done for my life. So prepare your meals, so that every time you are taking your breaks in between, you just know where to go. Not that now you're still going to cook, you're going to do this, you are going to do that. Where was me when I was studying at the university? Because now I'm doing my meal preps, I'm doing my breakfast prep, my breakfast preparation for the week. where was this when I was young? But you guys are very lucky because you are knowing this by now. My video is always having our breakfast preps. I also prepare my meals, so you can prepare so that you don't waste time by just you still cooking and doing this and this. So prepare your meals, prepare your energy drinks because you're gonna need them. You also want to snack in between. I used to snack with like your sweets, your oh, not now, not now. Now I am snacking with my protein bars because they're gonna make me feel like to be full for longer without me and interfering with my health. Oh guys, oh okay, let's go to another tip. I think now we're done with the preparation before. Now let's go straight to the studying because that's the most important part. Maybe you're waiting for that point. How did I make it? How did I get those distinctions? You guys, especially because I'm a Zulu girl, so we don't even understand the English that is written in those textbooks. But trust me, I made it without me knowing the English. You guys are so good. We are so fortunate because you guys are coming from the multiracial schools and so forth. Me, I had to be starting with my dictionary next to my books because I was trying to understand each and every word. Okay, let's go straight to then now studying. Studying, basically, most of the time you get a scope. So some people that they do what we call sporting, they just decided I'm gonna study this, I'm not gonna study this. Me, myself, I study everything. I prepared everything from the scope. I will make the notes. I was saying, I will then prepare I will be using my black pen, my red pen, and my blue pen so that I can be able to differentiate between the topic, subtopic, and the content under that particular topic. My apologies, say I was busy rambling only to find that my memory is almost finished because I am shooting with my phone. But okay, let's go straight to the exam when we are preparing at that time when we are studying for that particular subject. I was talking to you about how I write my notes. So let's move from that point of writing notes. Let me check. Okay, now we are sitting down because now my material is ready. And then start studying. When I start, the first time that I'm looking in that content, I read it like I'm reading like a novel. You know, when you are reading a novel, trying to understand, that's why I was telling you that I would put my dictionary. If I find the word or the terminology that I don't understand, I go straight to my dictionary so that I can be able to see, okay, what does that mean? What does that word mean? Why is it important in this content that I'm busy on? Ne? And then after that, after reading that novel of mine, which is actually the actual book for a textbook, but I'll read it like a novel. I'll read it like a novel. After that, I try to understand everything, and then I will highlight keywords so that by the time I forgot, I don't want to rewrite the book when I get to the exam. I want to use my own words, but make sure that you don't cut the important or the keywords from that particular definition or from that paragraph. I will highlight those keywords and then make my own words so that I understand, even if when I'm writing whatever how is gonna be asked that question, I'll be able to answer because I use my own words without taking out the keywords. Mark my words on that one. Okay, and then one of the things that really changed my game was the fact that, you know, there will always be, after you understanding all those keywords, there's also be a time when you have to now memorize things. Cramming, you cram your words, your work. Not that you don't understand it, but sometimes you need to memorize some of the things because you're not gonna be put your whole book that you did not write, that was written by someone else, and put it all into your head. It's difficult, but if you understood the work before, it's gonna be easy for you to memorize it. Some of the things they need to be memorized, whether you like it or not, it's fine. But especially when it comes to things that, like when they say the stages or the steps, because steps must be accordingly, or the process, some of those things. So let me give you my other tips. I will create my own word from the steps. For example, if they say what are the maybe 7 steps to create a product, probably it will be maybe the first step to do that. It will be maybe you define the vision. So which means that my own word will start with D on the steps to design the product, the steps of designing the product. So maybe then the next one, it will be maybe product research. So my second letter on my own word, it would be, I started by saying D, so the next one is gonna be P, and then maybe the next line would be user or market analysis. I would then go and say D P U. So I will probably, it's 7 steps. So maybe my own created word that is gonna remind me which one comes from what, because Pella is difficult for me to understand these things, because I was, when you are reading English with your Zulu language, it's not the same when you're understanding the English, né? So even now I'm still struggling, but I want to share, because it doesn't matter whether you went to a very good school where you learn your English. When you get to the university, it's different. It's not the same. You must learn. So you pass if you start at the university. It doesn't matter where your background was. What it didn't matter with me. I still passed, and I still got those distinctions at my tertiary level. So, and then so basically I will write that name. Maybe my name will be TPUIDTP, something like that. Then I will know, then I will be able to follow the steps the way they are coming from the textbook. And then because now I've already read and understood, then it's easy for me not to miss the step, but at least as I know the first step, then I will know what is the content below, because I've already read it like a novel and understood it, and then started to memorize the step according to the textbook. That was another game changer for me. What is the other thing? Okay, the other thing that is more important, guys, you must have breaks in between. And my game changer was my 15 minutes nap. I took those naps and they helped me a lot. I still do that even today. If I feel like my mind is tired, I take that 15 minutes nap, and when I come back, I'm coming like a champion. Trust me. Where was Nightworks when we need it now? Where was Herbalife Nightworks when we were studying? Because really, one could have been something else today if these things were known to me at the time. And so the other thing that I would do would be, maybe I'll take a walk, I'll move around. And while I'm moving around, I'm memorizing, and I'm doing this thing. I'll be talking to myself. I hope, because at that time I was having with my roommates that were also studying in the same course. So he didn't mind when I was talking about what I just read, and then I would be keep on saying these things, repeating these words over and over until they stuck into my skull or my medulla. Okay, guys, now it's going. Now we have studied, we have crammed, we understand, we are ready for the exam. So before the exam, don't forget to revise your work. Go back to each and every topic that you have been studying. Remember, the scope is a lot, but try, because you have already planned for your whole entire exam. So you have time to study, you have time to revise, you have time to eat, so don't forget to add a revision, because it's very important to revise your work before studying. Ne? And remember, now you also have the parts that you don't remember well, but because you have highlighted them with your highlighter, don't forget to revise in that. That is very important. And the other thing, when you get to the exam room or your test, your semester test room, please understand the exam room rules, because, and you must make sure that you adhere to them, because after preparing so hard, and then now you get into the exam room and your cell phone is ringing, and then your invigilator says and then they take you out, or you are not sleeping well, and then now you are coming late, and then imagine after so much preparation and then you are late, and then you are having your cell phone. Don't copy, you guys. Remember, I said this is an individual thing. What you didn't able to learn or understand, don't copy. Don't even try to come with those tricks during the, and don't ask your friends or your classmate as to what did you study, what is it that you did not study. Please, no talking during the test, no, the exam. You can greet them and, hi, how are you, I'm fine, and good luck, and so forth, but not talking. Not even non-verbal communication is allowed. Like, it's not allowed. Don't do those things. It's gonna just waste your time. This is during the time when you are writing. The most important part during the exam that really became my most game changer is for me to understand the questions, because sometimes you might have been studying, but if you don't understand the question, then you might answer wrongly, because sometimes they'll say name. I remember one of my friends was writing a very long paragraph. When they also said, they just said name, and then she wanted to write the long paragraphs and so forth, and unfortunately there was nothing I could do because I was adhering to my exam rules, so I could not say, so when they say name, when they say explain, when they say discuss. Maybe one day I'll come back and share about the difference between explaining, defining, discuss, or describe, or illustrate. You see, those things, those names that I'm talking about, they always come from the exams, especially on the long questions. So you have to understand the difference between all of those. That was my game changer when that lecturer told me about the differences of those things, and then it got into my skull and understood exactly. Then I was done. That was my biggest game changer. It's very important to understand the question. And then maybe this is my last tip to say now. Let's go back. After the exam, stop asking people what they wrote, because it's gonna be frustrating you. Remember, you still have some other subjects for you to write. So don't ask, what is it that you wrote? What is it that you didn't write? Because people with big English, they're gonna come and confuse you. They're gonna tell you that I wrote this, I wrote that, and then you get frustrated instead of you going back to sleep so that you can start preparing for the next subject that you are about to write. Stop asking people what they wrote. Maybe you'll discuss those when the exam is done, because there's nothing you can do. You've already written. Whatever they say, it doesn't matter anymore. So the most important part is that, okay, I will see when the marks comes back. Bye, go and sleep so that you can be ready for the next. This is exactly what I would do. I'll go back and sleep so that I can take everything that I wrote from the previous paper so that I can be ready for the next one, so that I can go back and start again from the tips that I did before. I'll also do the same thing. I will do over and over and over. If you repeat something, it becomes your own habit, and then you can't change. It becomes your lifestyle. So repetition for me, it makes me work better. If I'm doing the same thing over and over and over, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a repetition that you were taught in primary school, so you can still use the same method so that you can be able to be more productive, and you can also pass and actually get your your distinction. And all I am saying, if you've been watching this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that you can be prepared. And I want to say all the best with your preparations. Thank you. Thank you. See you on the next one. And please don't leave without subscribing and click that notification bell so that if I upload another video, you'll be notified. Love you so much.